What is up, Need for Speed Racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. I'm here today with my Ferrari F40, and I'm going to show you guys boost turns, Tron turns, what they do, why we do them, and all the pieces in between to show you the mechanics so you can learn this technique and hopefully get a little faster on track from it. It is how all of us at the upper tier of racing are turning these corners really quickly, and as a new player this can be a very difficult technique to learn, and so hopefully this will give you some insight to that. I've got my controller on screen. It is blown up a lot bigger than I normally would have it, but I want you guys to see those inputs. What I'm going to do is I'm on track day special. I'm going to go around this corner. It's a long sweeping right hand turn. It gives me a 3 bar of boost every time I go through because you get a nice big grip turn. I'm going to show you the upper hairpin. What that does is just hard turning, no brake, hard turning with boost, no brake, and then hard turning with boost and then tapping the handbrake. I want to show you the difference between all of those and then kind of work you through the mechanics of a Tron turn so you can get it down. So for now I'm just going to take off. We're going to drive our F40 through here, just using my nitrous through that. In third gear, this is a nice big grip turn. When we exit this, we've almost always got a 3 bar, that's why I like practicing here. There it is. We'll milk that 3 bar up to the top, and then I'm just going to hold over. Okay, that was full input over. You see that on the steering wheel, the little frog's eyes is all the way to the left there. And we hit the wall. There's our 3 bar. I'm holding it. Now I'm going to hold over and use boost. We turned a little sharper. We got a little further through the corner, but still didn't quite make it. If you give just a little bit of handbrake input, you can turn really sharp. So we've got our 3 bar boost. I'm coming up the hill here. I'm going to boost and then handbrake. We turn really, really sharp. You can actually do a 180 there if you want, and you actually go back down the same road that you came up on. The technique of a Tron turn is when you have bars of boost, whether it be 1 bar, 3 bar, any bar, and you hit X or A, depending on what controller you're on, and initiate the boost bar to be used. And then if you watch the bar come down, watch the needle. See how there's that window where it flashes as the 3 bar of boost comes down? During that window, if you give a little bit of handbrake input while steering whatever direction, it will turn the car super sharp. I'll show you again. So watch the inputs. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go up the hill again and I'll show you. What we're wanting to do here is use our boost with a little bit of handbrake input to turn really, really, really sharp. So as I go up the hill here, we're going to get our 3 bar. Watch me press X or A and then X. I'm using boost and then handbrake, and I'm rolling through it. I almost hit both of them at the same time. So for me, as I hit the controller input, I'll get it really close. I'm like rolling through it like that. So I'm hitting the, turn it that way so you guys can see it. My thumb hits the boost button, and then I roll onto the handbrake. And so you can see on screen over here, just above this winky eye that's at you, where I'm rolling on and hitting both of them. And then I do that while the steering is locked in either direction, and it makes the car turn very, very sharp. So instead of slowing down for these corners, we are literally blitzing out of them. And if you do it all on the concrete, you end up getting a grip turn with it. So that's how Hex and Seikei and Siwoo and Slide, and maybe not Slide because he drips, but that's how we're keeping these yellow bars of boost and we're chaining it through the entire track. This is a pretty good spot to do it because there's no cops, there's no traffic. It's the same turn over and over and over again, and it's going to allow you to get a lot of practice time on it. So I'll accelerate here. We'll do one really sharp turn as we do. It'll give us our 3 bar. I'll wait until I'm kind of late in the apex, and then turn down. Alright, we're coming up the hill. We're in super slow motion right now. What we're looking for is we're wanting you to see these 2 buttons right here. And we'll try to pause it as I do the inputs. So you'll see that I do boost first and then handbrake. They just triggered right there, went boom, boom. And then I'm still full throttle here, and I'm full steer to the left. This is going to hook the car far to the left, and we just keep on rolling with it. That is a very unnatural turn. You would never be able to do that without your boost. And once you get that locked in and you're able to hit your corners really consistently, it's a lot of fun. In this turn coming up, I'm going to show you what happens when you Tron turn and don't quite get it right. 3 bar, Tron turn, no brake, and we didn't turn sharp enough off the track. In this clip, we're on Apex Predator. If you look over on the left-hand side here, we've just come out of a right-hand sweeper. We've got a grip turn that's about to award us. We just got a near miss off of a car. You'll see that here. It's going to give us a 3 bar of boost, and then I'm going to use it to make this very sharp left-handed turn here. So I'm going to play, we're at 25 speed. I'm going to try to pause it in the right spot for you. Gives us our boost. I use it. Now you'll see that I've got the boost button depressed, and I have the handbrake depressed at the same time while we're steering to the left-hand side. You'll see his eye is looking left there. As we do this, it's going to make the car rotate. I am off the throttle completely at this stage, hitting both buttons. It rotates the car, and we're gripped up, and we steer out. Alright, we've already got our boost bar. We're getting a little bit of micro drift here. This is a very, very sharp corner. It's more than a 180. It comes all the way around to that checkpoint. Watch the technique here. I'm full throttle. I'm going to hit the gas and the handbrake right there. I'm steering in. I hit the brake a little bit to tighten up the corner. I do all of that during the boost window and turn the car around very sharp to make that checkpoint. Here's that same corner again at full speed. Watch the 2 buttons get pressed, and then watch my steering input, and then a little bit of brake on the exit to tighten up the corner. And that all happens while our boost bar is depleting here. Once it runs out, you no longer have that special bonus for grip and everything, and your car doesn't turn as sharp. So watch this. Alright, in this clip, we've just completed our first lap. There's a very sharp turn. You can see the checkpoint on the right. We're going to do a late apex here, hit both the buttons. We never tap the brake again and turn the car very sharply to point right into that checkpoint. I'm going to show you that same turn again. So we get our grip turn there. We're going to catch a near miss to get our 3 bar. We wait until we're late in the apex. Both buttons essentially at the same time, turn very sharply, and get through the corner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit. It takes a lot of practice. It's hard to execute, but when you get it right, it's really satisfying. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.